Good morning. Welcome back to Metroid. My remote timed out, apparently. We have been making some decent progress, despite a good Metroid morning. Can't believe Metroid Monday morning fell on a Friday this week. So last week we had like half an hour of difficulty starting the game, and then we still made some really decent, we got, let me think. Is it this button? Yes. Oh, I've changed something. Okay, that explains it. Okay. So we've picked up our Morph Ball and Bomb. We've picked up our missiles again. And the Charge Beam. I forgot about the Charge Beam. So we are in a pretty good place. I guess I should look at the map a minute, see if I can figure out... Whoopsie. I've got a complex little situation here, so I'm forgetting many of the buttons that I'm trying to work with. I think we can go here now. I think we needed the morph bombs to get through that area. Which, let me immediately double check. That is straight ahead. Okay. Gotta get back into the flow. As it turns out... hello. Ew! Crunchy. Most of the other games we regularly play these days don't have quite the complexities of movement that this one has. Oh. Wow! Oops. Meow. Stubbed my toe on poison water. I did also forget that we've got some occasional audio lag. Oh, I timed that. I placed that just right to kill two of them. What do you know? Yes. Boink. Are there skitterlets in this tunnel? No. Imagine coming this way with one missile left. Okay. Well, you know what? This might not actually be a helpful place to be. Metal structure heavily weakened. Sufficient blast trauma will likely result in complete destruction. Moderate mechanical activity indicates machine is still active. If there's one thing that, like, ancient civilizations that are no longer with us love to do, it's make machines that keep running for 1,000 years. The Chozo aren't necessarily that old, I guess, but... So even though there's nothing else for us yet, we do get some more missiles, and that is never a complaint. Actually, I kind of wonder if maybe due to the, like, can I get up? Yeah, I think there's maybe either this is the drop-off point for something we access elsewhere, or... Oh, hold on. Now, hold on a minute. Okay, so... I was gonna say we might need, 2 other powers, but... I got through it extremely easy, as is. Do that again. Not quite. I'm not right here. Yeah! Yay! Nice. I was hoping that would hit more of them, but... Uh-oh. Never mind. We're all good. Okay. So let's stop here and surveil our situation. We went as far as we can that way, and this way. The Arboretum had... Oh. Something else for us to do. Meditation fountain. What was that? Oh, I remember. This room that we didn't actually enter was too hot for us, so we didn't go there yet. Okay, I think we're just going back to the Arboretum. Wow. If I aim it right, it's still slower if I don't get all of them, but... You good? You good, bud? Okay. I don't want to go over there. Can't quite make that. Door stuck. Oh, yes, I remember now. Damn it. Hello. Overwhelming toxin levels have rotted all leaves. Oh, there's also a runic symbol right here. And I think the last one is higher up. Whoopsie! Considering that they glow when activated, it seems as if I need to activate them all at once, so having already hit them previously doesn't really help me. Boink. Boink. What the hell? What's wrong with you? I guess that one's just too far. Okay. And then we've got a new creatures here. Venomweed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venomweeds evolved to thrive in the habitats of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venomweeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. So the... uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, so... bad start. I'm not low enough on health to feel super urgently about. I guess I can't unfold them too close to a wall. Anyway, so the regular little weeds, I don't remember if they harm me in morph ball form. They mostly just slow us down. But the venom weeds definitely do damage in morph ball form, and maybe in both forms. Okay. Here's the door. There's one more runic symbol right there. Hello! How's it going? Oh, it's kind of funny it makes Samus disappear for the little pan. Sandstone. I'm pretty sure is... I actually don't remember which one it... Okay, yeah. Love how this game looks. The UI is such a happy feeling. It's such a good, it's such a good vibe. Is there anything? No, nothing in particular in here. I mean, I guess I could... Whoopsie. Have a little look around visor style. Vizier style. Wow! Didn't expect that guy. Oh. Stop it. Ah! Ah! I think I maybe need to make my game window a little bit smaller. I mean, bigger. Kid played tons of multiplayer with some kids who owned the game. Never understood what it was, so you grew up telling people you loved Halo on the DS. It's not the least Halo-like game in the world, is the thing. I was saying, saying that take this with a grain of salt, because I'm speaking as someone who has almost never played Halo. Okay, and then I need two. I think this is you. It is also really funny that, I feel like there's at least a slight extent to which you could at least argue some of Nintendo's identity for a long time was their games were mostly exclusives. So it is kind of funny that the Switch is so much more populated by... I mean, I guess don't get me wrong, obviously Metroid and Mario and Zelda and stuff are Nintendo exclusives, but you had way fewer of the games that would, like, be big sellers for other consoles. Can I, like, charger beam these? Swag, okay. Decent heal. Which I'm gonna need because... Get a load of this thing. We're going boss fight mode again. Bug flower. Creature's entry. One of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. Out of scanning range. That's funny. I I forget exactly where it was set, so I hope this hasn't swung back to too loud. I clicked out of the game directly on the volume control meter for the microphone in OBS. And I didn't notice until you said something, so I really appreciate it. Ow! Stop it, I'm trying to learn about you. Morphology, Flagra. This mutant plant is the source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near-constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. There was a U to scan. Mirror array used to focus sunlight onto creature. It looks like it can be tilted, possibly to take it offline. So yeah, that gives us a great... That's one of my favorite things about this game, is it's like Zelda games that let you, like, scan enemies mid-battle, or like RPGs like Paper Mario. Hold on. Waste time. You can immediately, like, scan bosses and enemies to, like, learn some useful facts for fighting them. And it kind of, like, saves me a lot of, like... I mean, a lot of trouble on ones I don't remember, and also sometimes setting up, like... the explanation for how to do it, even if I do already remember myself. Standard morph ball slot. This slot is active. Inserting the morph ball and detonating a bomb will usually cause these slots to send electrical impulses that can activate different types of devices. Oh, and the writers actually did work they enjoyed and are desperately trying to... Oh, I was too slow because I wanted to learn about the world around me. Ow! Ow! Boink! That gets some damage done. I forgot that it did that. It's really funny that it, like, shrinks. Oh, hello. We gotta go all the darn way over here now. Ah! Oh, and that one's back up. Okay. I don't know what just made me hop up in the air. That is also part of it, though. I like. It's not just the hints to defeating enemies and bosses more easily, but it's how much of the game, like, is so, like, well thought out. Didn't actually mean to do that. Hello. Oh, I've done it again. Stop it. You little hater. What's your problem? This is gonna get on my nerves. Stop! Okay, I guess I have to shoot him a little bit to stun him. Going ball mode to assert dominance. I mean, when I shrink. I really do love a boss that's a puzzle. Hey, stop it. Oopsie. Doink. And there we go. Flagger defeated. Oh my god, I have this extremely silly problem to talk about in a minute. Now it's worth noting that even aside from the how to defeat this enemy tips, the scans aren't 100% like flavor world building. The water is cleansed. This means that in the... Oopsie, wrong button. All of the places in the ruins that had toxic water, with, like, I think a couple of contextual exceptions. Will now no longer damage us. Scan indicates this network of vines is invulnerable to weapons fire. The primary gameplay of Metroid Prime is the scan visor. They actually wanted to make Pokemon Snap too. Varia suit. Lock system engaged. Secure the area to unlock door. Now, if I hadn't spent so much time on technical difficulties last episode, this would have been a great, like, bookend. We got our shoulder pads back. Cloggy's shoulders restored. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. This is what happens every time you take your estrogen. It's like when you, like... It's how you feel when you're having... Oh, no, wait, you know what? I'm going to invert this. I'm going to make it a more positive and uplifting joke. Samus designed her suits like this because she has dysphoria about her shoulders. And if the soldiers of the suit are super exaggerated, it doesn't bother her, because that's the cool combat suit. And since they're exaggerated when she's not wearing the suit, she's more able to recognize that she has normal shoulders. Life is so beautiful. Toxic scan's negative. Water is free of poison. Do you think Samus likes David Byrne? I like the idea of Samus as a bit of a talking heads girly. Can you put an estrogen patch on your shoulder? I don't know. I don't know very much about patches. What rotary wheels that can hot swap estrogen patches is really good. Pulse Bombu, life form of raw energy, periodically releases explosive segments from its body. Pulse Bombus are energy beings invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them, however. They lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse Bombus produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. So that's a... Hold on, I've just received a text message, I think. It's not important whatsoever. So this enemy cannot be harmed by us right now, and if we charge our charge beam while one is nearby, it runs up to us. I didn't know you could land here. I kind of just did it. Oculus, wall crawler that generates electric pulses. The oculus exposes its single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impermeable shell. This is all to say that these guys are not of concern to us right now. Ooh! Oh, shit. Okay, this is, the charge strategy is not getting us there. Ah! Too slow. Not that it matters, these guys are pretty easy, but... Okay. So we have cordite, which appears to be slightly cracked. Two of them. We have Chozo lore. The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. Well, good news. I killed it. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Is it... Okay, Morph Ball can destroy sandstone and telluric alloy. Take the secondary items. Missile launcher can destroy radion or brimstone. Charge beam cannot necessarily destroy anything in particular. I forgot to ever talk about my silly little problem. So in addition to the bigger issue, which is that our computer chair has no armrests and thus is not always comfortable to use for long periods of time. It also has a texture that I find really uncomfortable. If I'm wearing anything that, is short enough that any part of my thighs touches the chair. And the biggest side effect of this is the side effects of this are pretty obvious. And it's mostly that I don't like to sit on it. But, considering I either want to or have to spend a lot of time on the computer. I do tend... Gracious. I usually like put a shirt down over it. But this leads to a new problem where if the shirt is hanging over the sides too much and brushing against, like, my shins, or my calves, then that makes me uncomfortable as well. It's a tragic world for the TISM. Transport to Magmore Caverns North is active. That's not the button. We're gonna take this down. We've, for the current moment, done all we can in the Chozo Ruins. Hi, Samus. Look around in here, see if there's anything of note. But I think this is just the elevator room. Access to Chozo Ruins North granted. Some nice dramatic music as we start this world up. Complex series of elevators. But I don't think there's any kind of falling damage in this game, so it's a little bit of a moot point. Shriek Bat. Every game has to have an orange level. Wow! You little hater. Oh, safe station. So if it isn't apparent what the theme of this level is from the, like, glowing red steaming geysers and the tubes of flowing molten mineral and the name Magmore Caverns, we are in fire level territory. Oh shit, more shrieklets. And there goes our temperature warning sensor going up above half. New bug, Grisby. Subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. Come on now. Get you. What the? Another new creature is a burrower, tunneling insect predator. The burrower is similar to the beetle, although it prefers to spend more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. Can you stop it? Here we go. Now this is some classic music. If it can play at full speed. Hello. Magmoor, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. These guys are able to be hurt and killed by normal attacks. They've given us a pretty heavy clue at a weapon that will be extra effective against them in the future, but we don't have that yet. Bye-bye. Oh, the music is really not playing very nice right now. Puffer. Unstable gas-filled organism. Will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their body with lethal metavibrium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. Yay. And we also have a viable attach point for the grapple beam, which cannot currently be used. And something else over there, but we can't quite visualize it. So this music, not only is it like in Metroid, in some of the Super Smash Bros. Games, and pretty notable for that. Oh, double tapped him. It also is a redo of a pretty notable theme from Super Metroid, being one of the music themes for Norfair, which was also mostly a lava area. And here we have Sandstone. Oink. A lot of these guys right here. Fortunately, they are nearly completely harmless. As long as we don't... Or I guess, like, you know... I should say, like, non-threatening, because even if... Even if attacked, they don't normally... Restart. They have to either be approached carelessly or attacked from up close carelessly to even, like, be able to damage us. Now here's another guy. Another new creatures. Triclops, hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. Damn. That's pretty cool. Has it evolved to tool use? It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. So I think the thing with these guys is they are little haters. And they're not vulnerable to much, but we can't exactly jump this fence right now. So if we want to go deeper, we've got to contend with them. Damn it. I fucking rolled right back into him. Stop it! Yeah, they are, again, unfortunately, quite resistant to everything that we currently have. Leave. Leave. I don't doubt there's something that can hurt them later on, but... Yeesh. Okay, I steamed myself. Let's see. More grates with these guys. Which I think I will worry about later. Oh, hello. Not that I super need anything, but it never hurts to top up. Let that clear out. Eek. Eek. Like, isn't that negative of a slowdown because it doesn't really affect the gameplay. But it sounds so bad that it gives you, like, the negative associations with a worse one nonetheless. So I don't remember exactly what is... this way. We have to navigate a pretty long stretch of the world. We can't get up. Whoopsie. Can't get up. So let's take a little bit to see if that's something we are able to do currently. I don't know where the entrance is. Let me go scanner mode, just in case it's something I need to blow open and... I don't know, I think it's just over here. Maybe? Yes. Okay, it's actually super easy. And I'll feel silly if there's not anything we can do this way yet, but... I don't know why I'm, like, I'm not down on health or anything. So I don't know why I'm bothering. Oh, hello. Well, I guess I'm glad I came over here. It's just more missiles for free. Come on now, get in there. Stop! Stop! God, I'm doing this to myself now. I want to go over here. I want to see if there's anything over here. No, it looks like just a quicker path between. Alright, well. That was worth our time. Not a super major detour, and definitely a worthy reward for it. I'm having more and more fun, like, with the actual play experience of this game, the more used to it I get. I think I was talking last week about how, like, little experience I have playing first-person games with, like, any kind of more precise or, like, what's the word? Precise or, sensitive, I guess? Control method than... Oh, shit. Kill you. Stupid. Okay. Maybe I should lock on. Oh, that one broke in one hit. No, it didn't. It just moved after one hit. Okay. Is there another turret? I don't think so. Yay! Pwomp. Oh. They've got piston stuff going on. Up. Oh, I forget I can, like, do a big jump, if I so desire. What is making that noise? Is that just the machinery? Maybe. Twink. Oh, here's a little information room. This is what it's all about. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power sources promising. Recommend energy command. Deactivate central dynamo and switch to geothermal power at once. Fucking turn the other power source off. We need to become completely geothermal. Geothermal power routing to the station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid if fluctuations exceed safety levels. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. They do have high value to the monks of Grondheim, however. Recommend processing of crystal for that market once phazon operations cease. Report any signs of magma predator activity to Security Central at once. So we're getting more of something we haven't seen since the intro to the game. We went through the Chozo ruins without hardly any of it, but... this area is... a space pirate base. Hold on, can I do this thing? Nope. I think I can, I just like need to time it a bit better. Yes! Well. I wanna. Yes! Worth it. Because that also heals me back up from all that lava damage I took. Okay, what do we have here? Access to Findrana Drifts North. Oh, I didn't think it was already time for that. I always thought it said Finandra Drifts when I was young. Let's go. And this, of course, is Snow World. If you weren't able to tell from the icicles and the drifting mist. Magmore Caverns West. This ice structure blocks the hall. A concussive blast should be able to clear it out of the way. Really putting that Varia suit to work. Yeah, I don't remember if this game has, like, ice temperature hazard, but I'm pretty sure... well, I guess, like, now that I think about it, Dread and, as such, probably Fusion do. Findrana Drifts. We're snowing in here. Flickerbat. A scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns using primitive sonar to navigate. There's also something else. Grating has become brittle from temperature fluctuations, large traces of radion detected. So there's creatures we can't really currently track, but they're not exactly a big threat to us. On account of their flying all about. Oh, I bet the cold water does damage us. Nope. Which one was it? Was it? Okay. We've got this guy. Crystallite. Territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. We also have... the door directly above has been unlocked. Okay, doesn't look as if there's anything else in there, so... I guess we're all good. Saul Goodman. I like the music here too. There's a certain vibe that a lot of ice levels trend towards. And this level is not exactly an exception. Hello. Well, this is different. Scatter Bombu. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all Bombus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging Scatter Bombus by rolling into the Morph Ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. So since these stick to an area fairly strictly. Oh, whatever. They aren't exactly worried about... Well, let me get through the... Whoa. I think I started a sentence that wasn't what I meant to say. They aren't drawn towards a charge beam like the other Bombus. But they, hold on, I've got a cough. They do speed up and become more difficult to avoid for a short time if you try to charge beam them. Of course, we have another new creatures. Baby She-Goth. That's, hold on, give me a second. Baby She-Goth is when there's a shy boy who goes to Hot Topic and looks longingly at a lot of the stuff and only buys like a band t-shirt. Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects a vulnerable dorsal area. Young she-goths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. Yeah, we've all done we've all done that. With this being their only weak point, baby she-goths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. Okay, I remember these being kind of a pain to fight. Uh-oh. They've really got a xenomorph kind of mouth to him, huh? Ow! Nope. You little hater. Approach me. Okay, what's going on in the temple here? Nothing to scan, nothing to collect. I guess it's just a little zone. Oh, is this the room where... Well, not that I can see, but maybe surely. Oh, there's these guys. So it's probably not the thing I'm thinking of, but... There's a funny little quirk of this game. Stop that. What? There was a... I believe it was a bug in the original. That I also believe was fixed for the trilogy. We will see if it becomes relevant. I mean, it will, in some extent, but not like, you know, dramatically so. Are you a different kind of freak? Yeah, you are. Ice burrower. Burrower adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the ice burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passerby. It must suck to try to do tourism in Talon. Scratch that, in the whole Metroid universe. Well, let me get the health. Although I guess, like... It isn't as if no, like, parts on Earth have, like... Hey, I got that one. It isn't as if there's no place on Earth that has, like, notable, big, dangerous animals, but... Now, hold on, let me take it. Oh. Hold on, let me go back. I'm curious about something, and it might not be a factor in the slightest right now, but... Fucker. Oh, it's spider ball. Web to bouse. Quite a lot of these guys stayed dead, since the ones in the last room didn't. Now we're on a new part of the first room. Well, you know, the first real room. The first big room. I think if I wanted, I could go ahead and get over there, but I'm not going to in case we need something that we get from this way. Here's these guys again. That tells me a lot about what we're going to get. Up ahead, though. Which is going to be a real treat. And the map is confirming my suspicions. Hey, wake up. These guys are mean. Wow! Oh no! Ah! Stop! Stop! Be nicer to me. Oh, shoot. I'm being very silly. And it's only partially on purpose. Oh, I'm just pissing away missiles. It's okay, he's died. No farm, no howl. Is this just a little cozy corner? Is there meat to this room, but not yet? Maybe? Well, we've got Chozoglar. As the great poison reaches ever further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts, and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder, though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? I don't know. It's kind of scary. Another temple whose only purpose is to platform on the roof and maybe fall in. Another purple little freak. It's like, I don't even take that much damage from them. They're annoying, but like, I'm not going to try that hard to avoid them. If I don't want to. More lore. Fuck it, more lore. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, and we Chozo are no exception. But for all of our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that on some far-off day, a savior will come and continue what we have begun. For that savior, we will leave our ancient weapons and armor. The soul who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. Kind of the classic, like, simultaneously more and less logical take on Chosen One, where it's like, oh, I only just realized I didn't change my nameplate over. I set up faster than normal today and still managed to forget something. Hello and welcome. Name tag, I guess? I don't know why I said nameplate. Same difference. Situation not confusing at all for anyone who somehow only sees our streams on, like, YouTube. The vexing nameplate trouble. Hello. I think this guy's like... Well, hold on. First of all, he's a little hater. Yep. And a 2. Oh! That's fine. Big health. I'm running very low on missiles, though. I got careless with some of those suckers. God, I was hoping some of these guys would drop some missile pickups, but I guess they dislike me and are not fond of my demeanor. Maybe we'll find like a save or a refill station soon, though. How is everyone doing today, by the way? Platform realignment successful. Oh, that's not what I expected to be up here, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Boost ball. Press and hold B to charge the ball. Release it after charging to get a speed boost. Additional data on inventory screen as per usual. And wouldn't you know it? Can you be nice to me? Alright, well, I'm living on a prayer. A one missile dream. Never stop gambling. Alright, well. Gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna fight these guys right now. Ow! Ow! Never stop gambling. I said I don't know exactly where to go next. I guess I could go over there now. Oh, hello? Something happened. Who could that be? Classic old enemy. No, I don't think I can actually make that unless this... platform moves, but I don't think it does. And so I a little bit think we might be... Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm not making that. Oh! Well, now I'm down here. Okay. I actually a little bit thought it would be harder to get out, but I'm not complaining that it wasn't. Oh, is this a map room? All ballistics support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown Containment Plan 3A in effect until further notice. Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projects are postponed. Under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. New personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by a 30% ration cut and extra duty. It's really funny when like a fictional company or like similar structure. Oopsie. Has like as part of its characterization some truly like heinous breaches of rights. Heinous? As if like, I mean, I guess like it's very much a, hold on. Oh, that is the S for save station. It showed up on the map, but I thought it was just a little gray cube. Heinous. Some truly ass-like. I guess it's not necessarily that I expect space pirates to be like the peak of employee rights, but it's still funny. My wife just got home also.
Yeah, your wife just got home. How's Miss Iran doing?
Oh, you know, ball.
Oh, shit, it's her favorite. Samus Aran love ball.
Yep. Hashtag yep.
Who do we have in the chat today?
Couple folks. Oh shit, missile launcher.
We got Izzy. We got Sid. I don't know how anybody actually identifies. Raz. You
like
never know.
Silly or something?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a little silly.
I've dropped myself right into the heat of battle.
So is this if Metroid was Doom? Is that what Prime is?
I guess. It's not like... I'm pretty sure it predates, like, the Doom games that had a focus on movement, but there were other games that had that before Metroid Prime came out, so...
What about the Doom games that focused on movement?
Same thing. You rapscallion.
Let's go in.
Oh, there's a door right here that I never went through. That's funny.
Do I have time to steal a kissy?
Oh, okay. Had to discuss evening plans for a short moment. I wonder if these are scannable entities in any way. No, just a flame shooters are just super normal. Nothing to be said about them. Oh, I like the little fan there. Gotta keep your airflow present. Yay. This little fucker. Pisses me off. Oh. Okay. Let me in. Ah! No! No! Ah! I fucked up. Cooked in the lava. I'm also pretty sure the little ball catcher guys in this room, they do shoot you into the lava if they catch you, which is really funny. More missiles to fight she-goths with. Yeah. Oh, it's truly abysmal to listen to also when I start taking all of that lava damage. Ow! At least here there's a little track to keep myself in. Here's a new elevator. I'm gonna go to the room first. Alright, well, I don't know what's this way. Oh. Okay, well, it's good to know this is not anything we can do yet, at least. Talon Overworld West? Okay. Somewhere we haven't been in a while. Talon Overworld is just the beginning portion of the game, around where we land the ship. trying to remember if this game ever introduces anything resembling fast travel. I don't think many of the Metroid games have it. So it's not like... Oh, it feels so good to see normal zoomer again. Hey, can't hide from me. Oh. Is this a room I've been in before? Wow! Yep. Blew them all to pieces. Before and after, yep, they're mustard gravy. Oh, and I think I'm even sure which room we're in. Make sure these are, yeah, zoomers and not a new comedically similar enemy. Admittedly, for the most part, when there is a new enemy proper, it's like either much clearly different in some way or it's in a different area, so you have reason to believe it might be different. Yep, 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 yep. And that's a gamer, and we don't have the grapple beam still. Goodbye. Okay, now... Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're in a good place. This guy's destructible with missiles. It's a good thing I was right and also aimed appropriately, considering I jumped directly head-on into him. Oh shit, it's a beetle. And we're straight up Tony Hawk now. And I'm doing something wrong. Oh, hold on, hold on. I feel like I'm losing my groove. Wow! Yay. Sandstone. Pressed the wrong button. What do we have this way? Excuse me. My mistake. Asshole. We're back out here with Samus's ship. Now what could this be? Space jump boots. Samus has joined the Lakers. Oh, I forgot this is a double jump, not a high jump. You're straight up bouncing on it. Oh, oh. You saucy. Now, can we... Hold on, there's another door. Where's the other door? It's probably right here in it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on now. So the other door was here the whole time. And I tricked myself out by thinking I had to go an alternate way to it. Oh, hello. My mistake. Oh, but it didn't matter because I needed missiles for it. Hello. Flying pirate. Pirates trained and equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signatures of their jetpacks can be tracked with thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks can be even more so. If the pack fails, they will make a suicide strike. I don't think... I'm gonna remember this, but I don't think this is where we want to be yet. I think it's quite possible. And here's the thing, I'll be real with you. I'll be completely real with you. I don't like those enemies. I don't find them fun to deal with. And I don't remember if I'm supposed to be able to have the tools to deal with them by the time I go that direction or not. But I'm going to operate under that assumption. And I'm going to... I don't know why I'm going up. I'm going to go back to... the Chozo Ruins, because there's a couple things we can do there now. Or at least one or two. Oh, I guess, like, now that I think about it, they're the only thing I know for sure I can do now that I couldn't before is just a side thing, so I might be supposed to go that other direction. It's quite possible. Oh no, I just remembered I have the double jump. Did we scan this? No. Just dodged it. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however, the Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to issue a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. I think all sci-fi and fantasy writers need to find a new word that is not colonized. Like, if you're... Oh, this is really silly. Oh, I forgot about this. So the big beetle boss becomes a normal... enemy in a couple places. Okay. Like, it's not impossible that no matter how well being... Okay, come on now. Just took one shot, I just was being too slow and careless. Anyway, yeah, it's not impossible that, like... Oh. This is a bad angle. This is a really bad angle. What do you mean? Turn me around. Oh, come on now. This, I'll be honest, this is worse without a proper joystick. There we go. Okay. Map me. Can't go further that way. I can't go further that way. And I can't go further that way. Okay. Well, I think I... I mean, okay, I know... I do know a couple other... I guess let's go... No, I think I can... I think I know what to do. I don't want to go to that one place. Oh, I should... It's a little over halfway, but I'm going to give myself a halfway bump on my promo post. Howie. Tried to turn my lamp on too and immediately jabbed my finger into the lampshade. You probably heard it. Okay, yay. Okay, I didn't mean to go quite there. Don't care, didn't ask. It's this way, right? Well, I guess technically. No, wait, I'm thinking of that way. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, this will get me where I'm trying to get to. Bow. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Something really funny about having an enemy like this that just violently explodes. So we can't get higher here. But I think it would behoove us to... Hold on. Go back this way. I love a recurring musical theme. Obviously, Metroid is far from the only game to have them. Okay, behave. You stop and don't do that to me. Nothing like nothing like a little motive for the soul. Motif. Motif. If we want to be as wrong as possible. Well, no, okay, not as possible. I'm gonna be honest with you. Couple of extra points of damage. Not really worried about it. Wait a minute. Hold on. It might be... Hold on. That's interesting. There's a little... Oh, it must be something back in that big room that, like, funnels through. And drops me off, like, here. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-bow, 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 ba-bow. Anyway. Bow. That's not good. I don't know exactly how that happened, but... Oh, I bet you I just walked off, like, right here. Anyway. With a double jump, we can go up here. Wow. Oh yeah, I'm starting to get the shoulder hurts. Two red things here. Collapsible suspension bridges are functional but requires power. This is a standard spinner device. The generator belts of the spinner can be activated by rapid rotational force. Use the boost ability of the morph ball when inside a spinner to activate the device. Damnation. Okay, we can climb the room again. It's not even that big a deal. I got all the health back. I don't think the bridge will shut down. No, it's still open now. So it feels like a pretty good chance it'll just stay open, but what a silly way to fall. Okay. Oh my god. Am I, like, losing it? So I guess one of the things I'm learning, I'm pretty sure, and this makes sense, I'll give it up. It does seem like you need to have jumped once. It's pretty generous, like, after that. Okay, alright. I think I'm just not getting enough forward motion. That's something that's in common with the 2D Metroid Dreads. I mean, Metroid games, I believe. Properly doing a jump does sometimes depend on having, like... I'm gonna chew something in half. I don't know what I'm doing wrong this time. Because I thought what I was saying, I thought it kind of depended on having a little bit of momentum. You needed to, like, already be moving when you did your first jump to get much useful motion out of your second jump. So what did I do wrong? if not that. Okay. Anyway, we're here now. We don't do the bridge again. We're not that low on health. We're not even really low on health considering we have 4 full backup energy tanks. And even the one that isn't full is at like a good quarter, which is not the worst. Oh my god. Now this is a significant room. Although I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is maybe not helpful. Bendesium portion of area unstable. I don't even know what that means. Chozo artifacts. Okay, so... Okay, well here's the thing. Give me that. Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of strength, the second of 12. Okay, so... Whoops. So here's the thing. This is a thing that will be relevant later in the game. And arguably, I mean, it won't be that nice to not have to come back here because there's a material we don't know how to destroy yet, but... Like, arguably, it could be nice to not have to do that again. We're going to learn about that stuff later, but... okay, so let's... What about here? It's not a door I can do yet. Oh, but I can double jump, so I can go back there. Okay, yeah, we're going to Findrana. Which I'm pretty sure is this elevator, and I will step into it without double checking. So the long and short of it for now, though, for anyone who might be curious, the artifacts are something we will have to collect later for... I guess for a puzzle, technically. They're fairly well scattered around the world. But when it's relevant to need them, we will receive hints. So can I just get up here now? Yeah, nice. Lovely. And I think that might even extend to here, yes. And of course from here, I can miss that platform narrowly. Can I maybe just... I can't quite make it from here, but I think I might instead be able to just go around here into it? Yeah, okay. No need to worry about going all the way up. Are you destructible? Cordite? Still don't know what to do about that. Power conduit. Interesting. Oh, shit. Ugh. Okay. Oh, that's a new type of goober up there. Tell me about your... Ice parasite. Scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example. Having adjusted to a frigid climate, this vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. That's cool. I don't want to fight the big guy. He will make my life harder. Either way. So while I'm hopping around, tell me about your statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence on his hands. Wow. And he did that for us. Okay. Predator activity analyzed. Predator increase in Findrana region. Oh, that's where I'm about to go. Well, maybe not. I don't think I can open that door yet. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo architect. This statue is flawless. Wow. So talented. Chozo philosopher, also flawless. Chozo warrior, also flawless. Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of this brimstone object. Statue depicting Chozo shaman adorns this door. Symbols carved into his forehead which reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." Shell of ice encasing a water basin. The water originated from the statue's mouth. Statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. Okay. Hold on. Is this a different thing from what I've scanned before? No. Oh, hold on. Yay. Hold on. Well. Oh, I see. I see what's happening. Okay. Yay. That's okay. So the door will be purple, I guess. Which tells me a lot about what I get in this room. As per usual. Okay, I'm gonna say we're probably as well prepared as we can get. Wave beam. Nope. Okay, you... I don't like fighting these. Hold on. Well, I guess let me spend a few more missiles before I... Hey, these are easier when you can jump better. Now, does this also have the thing I thought it would have, or does it? Yep. So here's something else. Probably not hard to guess what, from context clues. Sheegoth, supreme predator of the Phendrana Drifts. Sheegoths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. They have poor stamina, and hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly is also susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. Alright, sucker. Come on. Do attacks. Do attacks at me. Nope. Whoa. Did a silly shimmy. Come on. So I can only really afford to do a twofer. Two for when it does the sweeping breath. One when it shoots ice balls. Are you? Can you... This one isn't even that hard, is the thing. It's just tedious. Oh, is it dead? Well, okay. Not so tedious, I guess. She got defeated. Ultra Energy replenishes 100. That's nice. And a tin missile resupply. So this is Wave Beam. And this is going to be a really useful new toy. Press plus, then point up to switch to the Wave Beam. Use this weapon to open purple doors. It also does some other stuff. Let me go ahead and open up that 2 menu. Fires powerful electric bolts with limited homing capability. Opens purple doors. Won't home in on targets without locking on. Charged, it fires a fierce electric blast. Enemies struck by it will be enveloped in electrical energy for a few seconds. Oops. Few moments. Not that there's a meaningful difference. Yeah, and here we can see illustrated a really cute thing. I feel like it feels like to me that there's an implication that how Samus within her arm cannon activates her different beams is by posing her hands differently. Which you can see, like... I at least feel like that's a pretty fair reading of how the icons for the different beams look. Oh yeah, and the Wave Beam can just kind of straight up destroy boxes, so that's cool. Let's look around and see if there's anything else in here. Also, as mentioned, it can open purple doors for us. Whoops. They've spawned one of these guys back in this main room, which is a great time to illustrate that they are weak to this attack. I feel like there's something else we can do here eventually, but that's a problem for later. Also, the funny thing about these enemies that even though they home in on your charge beam, they can't go through doors. So we're in a good spot now. There are more baby Sheegoths that will spawn around, and I'm pretty sure, just like the Big Beetle, there are a couple places... let me go save real quick. There are a couple places where full-grown Sheegoths will spawn in as regular enemy encounters. But it's like I said, the babies are less of a threat. when I can just jump over top of them. And the big one is more, oh, good night. The big one is more time-consuming than truly difficult. So let's have a look-see. It looks as if there is not currently anything else to do in Findrana. Well. Wow. So for better or for worse, we can, like, find somewhere else to look for things to do in. Oh. Over here. Let's see. I don't think there's immediately anything else to do in Magmore either. We're just gonna ignore the other turrets, because we can just go on through. Ow! Okay. Got tagged a little bit for my false confidence, but... Ah! Eesh. This is this is pretty ridiculous. Once again. Stop that. Kind of small potatoes type of damage to me. Ow! Oh, hold on. That is a full heal. Okay. I think we get here, we check the map again and see where we would want to go, because I think there was a purple door somewhere that it might be worth trying to head to. Temple Security Station. Okay, the frigate crash site looks like it's gonna have some stuff we can't do anyway. Which is that one room we stepped into briefly. So that's a condolence. It does mean that I think we... I'm gonna want to go to the Chozo Ruins. Tell you what, it would be nice to be able to put like a pin in the map. I always love being able to put a pin in the map. Let's see. Yeah, the ruined shrine. Plus I could always go to the vault. There was something in the vault. But I might worry about that later. It was just a missiles. This is also just a stronger weapon. So even a direct hit is going to do more damage and thus kill faster. Did I say a direct hit? I meant a basic attack. Basic beam. I actually wonder, and I'll try to keep in mind the next time I see one. It might even be more effective on a... Okay, alright, my mistake. Hateful. I was gonna say, I wonder if maybe it would be more effective on... Come on now. Clipped by the enemy as it came out of the... As it came out of the ground. I wonder if, like, since this is an electrical attack, I think it's possible the turrets might be vulnerable to it. But I don't know for sure if that's the kind of rule this game operates on. I think technically it's... Hold on, let me look up in the air where I can get a good... Yeah, it's like 3 shots, and I think each of them is the strength of 1 charge beam normal shot. But it does mean that, like, yes, in tandem, like, it's more damage. Don't care about this guy. Yeah. Gonna be hard to not take damage from one guy. There's also something like... interesting about how, Okay, hold on. There are little holes on both sides. And I would like to check them both, I think. Oh, that one takes Spider Ball. I don't know why I bothered in curling. Okay, so I see. I think I understand. I need to get up there. I need to be able to spider it, because I'm not going to be able to make the jump. Okay, well, I'm concerned. I never did go there, I guess. I mean, you know, I think I... Did I? Well, I guess let's do a little bit of running around and exploring. Well, I guess I came through here recently enough. Them freaky crawlers are spawning. This guy also moves pretty slow, so we can kind of just ignore him. Pretty easily. Well, can you open back up? Okay, did we ever do all this hogwash? I don't think so. I think this is optional, but it'll still be nice. Just to get it resolved. More missiles. That was just a save station, which is obviously not... something I'm, like, unhappy to see or anything like that, but... Anyway. Yep. Alright. What is going on this way? Missile. Wow. I don't really know if I realized it makes kind of a silly little bug sound, but I'm glad it does. Fairly certain nothing else in here. I think I looked around, you know, reasonably thoroughly. Ow! I don't know if I knew that could happen. Come on now. Nicer to me. Okay, so we're back here. This way had the spider ball track. What was this way? Oh, whatever. This room does kind of freak me out because I feel like there was a... I feel like there's something that's here that's more of a threat later on. But for now... there's just puzzle to solve and missile to get. I assume this room is still... nothing in it. So now... let's see. So we can't do the furnace yet. We can't do what's over here yet, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe can we? Wow. I sniped that silly goose. Can't grapple yet. Well, I guess there's no harm in hopping over here to see what I can see. Maybe learn something. Oh, I was gonna say earlier, like, and I don't know what... I don't even know what distracted me, but... It is charming and, like, very... in a very, like... sci-fi way that... such a component of this game is, like... I say component as if it's, like, mechanically important. It isn't even really, and that's part of why it's so fun. I think a bug flew into that and got exploded. That's fucked up. Whoops. So I'm gonna point something out, something cute. It's no good right now, but once we get the ability to use the tracks, the geyser here will be able to put us up straight against it. Yeah, very charming and very, like, sci-fi world that... a lot of the animals, or a lot of the monsters and enemies that... I mean, animals works too. That you can defeat will, like... turn into goop that, like, can get on your visor. Like, it's, you know, obviously it's also yucky style, but... Okay, so... Suspicions confirmed. Hold on. No, I didn't know what that is. This is not something we can do without the grapple beam. But I guess I'm glad to have checked. I am going to go over this way. Not that there's not going to be anything, like, you know, new to contend with. Just get that blown up real quick, and can I see the other one from here? Doesn't look like it. Damn it. Hey. Anyway. I'm not going the way I meant to be going. Hold on. actually really any purpose to do all that now. Wave beams cutely. Ah! Waves and beams. Not my bit, but I mean, yeah, it's a fitting opportune. It's he. I don't really feel like I can make that from here. But I do feel like I can make this. Quite easily, even. What the hell? What the fuck? Oh my god, hold on, hold on. Oh, I bet that looked really funny. Like, on stream. Okay, well. Well, I don't know how this was oriented anymore. I feel like I've changed it in some way. Oh. This is pissing me off. Okay, hold on. This one instead. This one's not any less responsive, believe it or not. Something awful is happening. Okay. Okay. Okay, something is still weird, and I don't know what I did. but I think it'll be okay. The limitless malice of technology. That's true. Like, nothing would be the problem if technology was nice to me. Burn dome. It's okay. I've just realized how close to the end of stream it actually is. Interesting. Yep, okay. So there just is nothing to do this way without more powers, which I was expecting to be the case. But it's nice to go and make sure. Let me out! Let me out! Whoopsie. Damn it. Anyway. I'm at least going to get us to a more reasonable place to have an idea what the hell is going on. For some reason didn't think it was going to be shriek bats. I don't. Okay, we got elevator time. Hi, Samus. I didn't succeed in killing that one. It's not as if it is particularly a big deal. Alright. I'm gonna be real. I don't really know what I thought was gonna happen right then. Sanguine errands. Oh. I had to say it out loud to understand what you were doing there. Okay, We're game saved. We have an idea of where we're going next, even if it's kind of potentially pretty sucks. I think it'll be okay. Like we've got some fine weapons to take care of the enemies that are there. I just don't like the enemies that are there. Ugh. But I think we're gonna get some good upgrades pretty soon. And if I'm wrong about where we need to go, then that's next week's problem. Thank you all for being here. We're in our groove. We're, as we like to be, we're in a comfortable groove as far as streaming matters. Come around on Monday for some Metroid. Nope, that's not true. Come around on Monday for Metal Gear Solid, the first one. We are making good progress, I think. I don't know exactly how long that game is. And then next Friday, as per usual, for more Metroid Prime. Have a good time with our friends Solid Snake and Samus Aran. It's like we're playing Super Smash Bros. As usual, I don't think there's anything big to talk about. I am trying to get in a better habit of plugging my Tumblr for anyone who finds us from elsewhere somehow. And our YouTube VODs channel, which are both the same username, Junipops. That should be it. So I hope that you all have a good rest of the day, and thanks again for being here. Bye-bye.